creative energy is the kind of energy that makes us think that we can do something special and important. It's something new that we want to bring into the world. So when we're filled with creative energy, we want to make something happen. We want to create. We want to do. And so we want to take a very active position in the world. Well, sustainability is about the future, and education's really about the future. As teachers, we are creating the future one classroom at a time. So the question then, as they intersect, is what is going to be new about the future? How can we look at sustainability as a sense of possibility, as a set of projects, as a set of hopeful things hopeful actions that we can actually put forth in the world? And in education, how can we facilitate that happening? So as educators, it isn't just about how we educate, but it's how we support what students are thinking and what they're understanding and what they want to do. The Earth Charter, in a short form, is a civil document that was created during the 1990s over a period of about 7 years that provides an ethical foundation for sustainability. And so it's, as a civil document, it's not a part of the United Nations. It's not really a part of UNESCO. It's available to everybody. And it was meant to be that way, so that as we become familiar with these principles and ethical understandings, it helps us move into sustainability, because it's a matter of changing our mind and our hearts. So just talking about the problems of sustainability doesn't really change the way we think about it. So the Earth Charter has 4 pillars of thought. The first set of values is built around respect and care. And so once you apply respect and care to various aspects of life, it becomes something you can use when you're working on projects of sustainability, or when you're trying to address issues in the world or in our localities that are impacting us. The second pillar is on ecological integrity. How do we deal with the environment? How do we begin to care for the environment so that we can enjoy it, but also so future generations won't be impacted by our decisions? So there are a whole set of principles around that. The third pillar is social and economic justice. So how do we think about being a part of the world, being connected to that world in a way that lifts people up, their social conditions? How do we address poverty and at the same time understand that poverty arises out of conditions of unsustainable agricultural practices, or it might arise out of inequitable economic circumstances? So how can we address those issues with a sense of fairness and a sense of understanding? And then the fourth principle or pillar is that of democracy, nonviolence, and peace. So how can we move toward a world that is less violent, that is more peaceful, and that engages people in participating with their lives and their decisions? So that's the short answer. And once you start applying those values to sustainability and to the decisions we make in government or in an organization or in education, then we start having a larger discussion. That's what it's meant to do, is open up those questions to a conversation that matters for all of us. Environmental education in the past that's been built from within the sciences. It's a part of our understanding of ecology, and it's a part of our understanding of natural systems. So in that sense, it's a very, very important subject. It's different from just zoology or botany or even just biology. It's learning about how these facets of science operate in an ecological environment. So it's a very important subject. But we could learn about the environment and still live unsustainably. So it's not that they are opposed to each other, they actually connect in an important way. Sustainability asks a question, how can, through understanding the environment, how can we begin to live more sustainably? And that's different. Education for sustainable development incorporates environmental education into its understandings, but it's actually its purpose is not information about the environment. Its purpose is trying to lead us to inquire into ways of living and ways of being that will be sustainable over time.